Look at all this junk. Alright, all this crap has to come out, because that's where the machine's going, is in between these two. I got about 29 inches between the two machines, but I don't have 30 between the two platforms. I got about 25 inches, so I'm going to have to cut the 30-inch wide AC condenser pad down to 25 to fit between the two pads. But if the machine's no wider than 29, it will fit in between these two. That's the vintage dryer. That PVC pipe's got to come out. I'll probably go with a 2-inch. That's 1.5. I'll go with a 2-inch. That should handle all three machines draining at once. So it just drains onto the flowers. That's the 93 Kenmore. This is the Inglis. So time to move this stuff out so I can access it, because that's where the machine's going. I need 3 machines on that wall, and maybe I'll get 2 more dryers. No, I don't have the room. Get a bigger shed and I will eventually. So let's get this stuff out of here. I'm gonna pause here. I think I gotta take the dryer out too. Okay, dryer's out. Put the fan on for air. Now you see between the two pads, that's obviously less than 30. I got 24, about 2 feet there. In the back. Got 2 feet. About 24 inches. So I gotta cut the pad down to that. But between the two machines, I got about 29.5, 30. About 29.5. So if the machine's bigger than 29.5, I'm going to have to figure something out. See, that's the drain pipe that drains out into the flowers. That's the Y connector there, and I couldn't find the 3 one. So I'm going to do is I'll just get another 2, screw it onto one of those, they'll give me 3. So I got to go to Home Depot, get a bigger pipe, go 2 inches. Hopefully they got everything I need to make it work. So get started. Gotta cut the pad down first and get it in the spot. Okay, I'm back from the hardware store. I just went to Ace right now. Get the PVC later. See, I got the one Y, then I got the other. So that gives me 3 connections. Picked up another one of those 3 plug outlets, 12 gauge wire. So I have 3 washers plugged in one, then the light, the fan, and the outdoor extension cord on the other. So this is it. I cut it down to 24 inches. It fits in between. So hopefully this machine will fit in between these two. If I have to shove a couple of these over, maybe just a little bit, the machine's going in this spot. So I got it rigged up temporarily. You have, if you're only using one of these hookups, you have to plug the other one off. Otherwise, water will come shooting out. So you gotta plug this up if you're not gonna be using it. I only have cold water out in the shed currently. Future project, I'll get a tankless propane water heater out here. At a previous job, we had one installed in what we called the blind truck when they did blinds. It was powered by a 20-pound propane tank, so give me a couple of those and give me a tankless water heater out here, and I'll have hot water out in the shed. So hooked up via the fill hose, the garden hose, temporarily I got this rigged up. I set the spin first. I permanently bypassed the lid switch this time. I cut the 2 wires and wire nutted them together. These had a piece of paper holding it in place, so now the lid switch is permanently bypassed. So let's set the spin first, just make sure it runs. Top speed for this thing. Now let's try adding water to it. Cold. I'll go medium. Cold, cold. That water's hot at the moment because I've been sitting in the sun all day. It holds water and there's no leak. Makes it survive the trip. These vintage machines, I can clean my clothes just like that. Modern 18 machines can't do that. No, they can't wash a pair of socks without air cold. See any signs of leaks? I'm not seeing nothing. Fills fast. Now it's cold. Not for sale. Makeshift drain pipe here fell. Trying to hold this stupid thing up temporarily. I'll hook it there. As long as it doesn't drip. You gotta keep this above the water line or she will leak out. Influencers are pumping. Look at that turbulence. That's what washes clothes. So it looks like it survived the trip. I'll let it run through the cycle and I'll come back when it starts draining. draining. I'm gonna shut it there so I don't flood the yard. But it works. Now it's got to hook it up permanently. Okay, so I got the new pipe. It says 2 inches instead of 1.5. I just got to do the finishing touches. Got these 3 here I cut to roughly 1 foot, something like that. You got 2 machines. One will go here, one will go here, and the third will go here. I had to get 2 Y adapters. So I got 3 machines now. And again, in case you forgot, 2 Y adapters because they don't sell a 3 and I don't need a 4. Trickle charger for the generator. So the 2 work lights are plugged in on the one plug again with the outdoor cord. And then the 3 machines on the other. Whether the circuit can handle 3 machines, I don't know. It's a 20 amp, it should. You know, we'll see. Get the PVC glue getting high here. Let's see if I can prop the camera somewhere where you can see me finish gluing this. Bit crooked, but it will do. Now I like to put glue on both inside here and on the pipe. People say don't do that. That doesn't make it a strong connection. you know, it's not going to be under tremendous pressure. It's a drain pipe, alright? Screw you. You do want to put primer on both pieces though. Because the primer is a chemical reaction for how the glue works. So you want to prime everything. It cleans it too. Not only does it prime it, but it cleans it and it creates a chemical reaction for the glue. This is regular PVC, Schedule 40, which is heavy. Glue there. Glue on the fitting. We're going to prime. You put it in, then you're supposed to rotate it. So it helps circulate the glue and makes it a tight fit. Like that, and then hold it, otherwise the glue pressure from the glue will push the part out. So you want to hold it for about 30 seconds. Until the part doesn't move, so that's good. Stick this hose back in here. This piece is probably about too tall, so I'll cut it down a bit. Probably cut these both down a bit, so let me pause for a second. Alright, we're back. Doing that part. Let's see what in here. You gotta hold it for 30 seconds with the pressure because, so like I said, it will push the part out. That should be good. Last piece. And just like that. Complete. I had to push these out a bit, that's why this thing's on an angle, because the pipe didn't want to quite fit, because it's a ½ inch bigger, and you got the electrical pipe coming in out of the ground. Which I installed, by the way. So, gotta move this one out, so everything's level. So I'll do that off camera, and then we can hook this thing up for good. And then do a test run. So let's go do that. And just like that, it's finally in place. Didn't want to move. Bitch getting in the spot. The space, but just like the feet grip. So didn't want to move. But it's in. A little uneven, but not much. And the thing's built like a tank. You know, back when quality meant something. Today there's nothing but plastic. You know, pop the hood, see if you want anything. Remember those days? Pop the top on like a Coke bottle, see if you want a free Coke. Pop the lid, maybe you want a free washer. So I guess the next step, next video, I'll throw some clothes in here. and do an actual wash. And use the detergent that's made for this, which contains phosphates. Vintage washer that uses water and then using detergent with phosphates. How many liberal heads are going to explode? I guess now is the time to give credit to JK18 for winning this and then offering it to me. He offered it to Extra 81X first. He declined, so then it went to me. And it's between the 93 and the 2011 Inglis. This was a reduced water washer, meaning it used a quarter of it less water than this would have for the wash, and then 3/4 less for the rinse. How it worked is it used a second non-adjustable water pressure switch. You know, exactly like the one that's in here, only it didn't have the knob that came out. So to get around it, I installed a second water level, and let's match it with this. I didn't think at the time to just take the wire connector out of the second one and splice it into this one. Then I wouldn't have had to drill a hole through it. You know, I wasn't thinking, but it worked. Then I even fine-tuned the adjustment so I used the proper amount of water so it's up to like the top of the holes. So now it uses water like it's supposed to. That's one of the reasons why I got the 2015 Speed Queen. You know, Mom and I weren't happy with how it washed. And plus, on the rinse, because it used like a quarter of it, it was on the small water level, water would actually leak out from the lid. You have to put towels everywhere because it's splashed. So now I got it to where it uses the proper amount of water. So, but it still works. So I'm like, well, I'll get rid of the Whirlpool Imperial series because that was a piece of junk. Put this out here because it works. Then I bought the 93, and now I got the 81. Put the dryer back, which is a 98 Maytag. This is electric, but I don't have 240 volts out here in the shed. So what I do, see, I got this cord with this plug, and I run it off the 7500 watt generator. Yeah, I run the dryer. It's not too happy about it, but it will run it. That's the dryer over there, so put that back in. I won't spare you with that video. So let me get that in, do a load of clothes, and we should be good to go. Once again, thank you to JK18 for winning this and then offering it to me, and Lorain Furniture, Eugene, for refurbishing it, making it like new. What a bitch getting us in. So, next video.